easy.
Toronto, Indiana. No Kawhi Leonard sitting out the second night of a back-to-back. And Kyle Lowry, first game back after missing the last 6, paying immediate dividends. Toronto takes it.
Look at him, showing his leadership right there, Chris.
Victor Oladipo, not his best game. 6 for 15 from the field, 16 points, hitting that jumper. Indiana takes the lead with the Bojan bucket.
Then Powell said, let's play a little D to get out some easy transition buckets, and then Kyle Lowry put a little Lowry's on it.
Wait, aren't they the ones supposed to have tired legs tonight after
supposedly
back from last night's game?
But now they're sharing, and they're letting it rain.
Fake news. Okay.
Toronto 10 for 18 from three-point range in the first half. Second half, there's Siakam running the break, one of 8 assists from Kyle Lowry.
He was hanging from the rim.
12 points, 10 rebounds for Siakam. Lowry, we've seen that so much in his career. Look, he's saying he's grabbing my arm, too, and I'm still hitting shots.
Ooh, is that the surge protector?
Yes, we're seeing that more often, protecting the rim and then hitting the open jumper.
7 of 9 from the floor for Ibaka.
18 points for him. Chris Boucher knocking it down. Toronto shot 17 for 33 from three-point range. Their bench scored 52 points. And it's been a couple of years that we've been hearing about the Toronto Raptors bench having this kind of production. 8 different guys scoring double figures. They're now 8-2 when Kawhi Leonard sits, and now they're the first team to 30 wins this season in the NBA. That bench, a huge part of it.
Well, think about this. They scored 121 points against the number 1 team in the NBA in opponents' points per game. Mm-hmm. That's pretty darn good when you can do that. Obviously, having 8 guys scoring in double figures is part of it. But when you shoot 52 from the floor, 52 from the three-point line, 94 from the free throw line, you're having a good night.
Yeah, you're having a good night. Everyone's buying into sharing the basketball. And normally, though, Chris, when your superstar goes down, people try to do too much. I just think the way this team, from top to bottom, coaches realizing their roles. So when someone is out the game, someone else steps up, and then you bring back an all-star caliber guy like Kyle Lowry, he just carries his weight.
30 assists tonight.
30 assists, and 8 of them from Kyle Lowry. And something we've seen when Kyle has been out, it's not necessarily that first unit because Fred VanVleet's excellent, but with the second unit, they lack that point guard. To have Kyle Lowry step in without Kawhi is a huge luxury.
Well, it's a huge luxury to have an all-star caliber player back, but a lot of times when guys come back from injury, they try to do too much, where like tonight, Kyle took his time. Only 10 shots tonight, only 6 at halftime. So his first broken play, long rebound. How do you lose a guy like Kyle Lowry off a loose rebound? It's hard to do it. He knocked down one of those threes we talked about. Now here in transition, you get a good half-court stop. You're pushing the ball down court, transition one-on-one defense, stop the ball. You don't stop the ball. You get the and one, you go to the free throw line, knock down your free throw. Now half-court set. This is the pacing I'm talking about. Now you direct traffic, make sure everyone's in their position. You tell the big moves to come set a good screen. You turn the screen slowly. Nice pocket bounce pass so the big fella can catch it and finish the play. That's the leadership. That's the patience of having an all-star type player back like that, and not trying to do too much but leading the show.
Certainly the Toronto Raptors leading the way in the Eastern Conference. Big weekend for them. Win over the Milwaukee Bucks and over the Indiana Pacers. Washington, OKC in action as well. Russell Westbrook.
Ooh, okay. All right. He's kind of quiet tonight. That's what, leather pants? Jacket?
Yeah, for him, that's subdued.
Yeah.
The game, loud when he hits this 3 from the pass from Paul George.
I like it.
But the first quarter, it belonged to one Bradley Beal. Paul George, excellent defender. So is Steven Adams. Doesn't matter. 12 points in the first quarter for Beal. Part of a 16-2 Washington run.
You ever think that maybe in Beal's mind, without Wall being there, he's not thinking about, it's maybe John's time to get a shot, so I won't take this shot. He's got more freedom maybe mentally.
I like it, Coach.
Jeremy Grant from the DMV gets 3 of his 17, the and 1. And Otto Porter, welcome back, coming off the bench for the Wizards, providing a spark.
Come on, Otto, they need you. They need you.
Paul George, 20 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. Westbrook, a triple-double in the third quarter. Finished with 22, 15, and 13. But the Wizards see them ahead by 8 and pushing it. That's Otto Porter again hitting a big shot, and Beal stepping back for 3 more.
Well, sometimes you need to go to the bench maybe to wake Otto up a little bit. Uncle Jeffy knocked one down, so it's like the freedom to Coach's point, everyone played with tonight.
Bradley Beal finished with 25, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. This is just the Wizards' first road win in their last 9 road games. In fact, it's their first win in OKC ever.
Ever?
1-9 franchise record
Wow.
when visiting OKC.
This was a huge win for Washington from the standpoint of when you think about the season, you go, wow, what a disappointing season Washington's having. When you look in the standings, they're 3 games out of being in that 8th spot in the playoffs. So big win for them.
Speaking of those bigs, Jared Allen plays big for the Brooklyn Nets on both ends of the floor. And so does Montrezl Harrell for the LA Clippers. I think we're seeing this thing here, right?
More hustle and more hustle.
And the hustle from the young fella. If you don't know his name, commit it to memory. John Collins running the floor for the Atlanta Hawks. That's up next on Game Time.